We got up first, and they'll be facing Sweet from Night.
This bout is scheduled.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. They are giving us a high-tempo show. This is a high-octane battle. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of those millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
And shoot. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Beautiful counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to... Here we go for round two. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And go to the judges. Nice counter. Perfect counter shot. She got clipped on that counter halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
She catches and counters. Typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dance right there in front, you've got to cut them off, cut the ring off, make the ring small, put them on the back foot, put them under pressure.
Misses with the jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this race. Things certainly aren't going her way. She's been on the back foot. She's got to turn the tables.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away.
There's the bell for round three. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. She scores with that counter. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Punch, counter punch. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. He wasn't ready for that counter. That jab doesn't find a home. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Just missed with that hook. Jab slightly off target. They exchange. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. An eternity for them finally comes to a close. There's the bell for round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Counter punches have to hurt. Can't find a home for that jab. These two women pretty close halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The perfect counter lands. The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Well done with that counter shot. Caution being thrown. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. This is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to... And there's the bell for round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Swing and a miss with the hook. Counter punching. That counter shot lands. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than nothing.
And we may see an early early stoppage here. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. This fight is not going to plan for her. She's got to figure something out. I wonder if her trainer is going to give her some advice here.
Needs a knockout with...
On to the 6th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That punch got her. There's a counter shot. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The jab not finding its target. Beautiful counter shot. Good counter shot by her. The defense failed them. It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round here so far.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
This round can go either way. 10 seconds to go. The corner can't be happy with the way things are going for her right now.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweet.
Here we go. It's round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Swing and a miss with the jab. And sweet has been dropped. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods. Took it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are right.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
You need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Missing with the hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
To make or break a fighter.
Let's go out there and let's
And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, Johnny, she looks pretty good right now, but how do you think she's going to hold up after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice counter shot by her. Lucky that hook didn't score. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Hold that thought. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. They get 1 minute between rounds. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
That jab won't score. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Nice counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Done with that counter shot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Nice counter shot. Just missing with the uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's not been going well for her, and you can... And there's the bell to start round 10. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A perfect counter lands. bigger power puncher is, there's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice counter. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab misses. That counter shot lands. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, let's see what the corner has to say. She needs some sort of inspiration, a different game plan, something to turn. Here's the 11th. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
She throws the jab, but it doesn't score. You don't want to trade shots. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Catch and shoot. Quick punch scores. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Nice counter. These two were made for each other. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Corner can't be happy with on to the 12th. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
just avoids the left uppercut. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you got to do is you got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. No surprise there, a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's...